All right, Power 96.1. JoJo in the studio with me. What's going on? How you doing?
Hey, it feels great to be in Atlanta. I'm doing good.
How many times have you been to Atlanta?
Oh, God. I mean, I can't count. I've recorded a lot here.
Yeah?
So I've been coming here pretty regularly since I was about 12.
Man, and you've been in the music game for like a while. I remember growing up and watching some of your music, but I feel like when I say that, as if we're not roughly the same age. But I mean, I remember as I was like going through like high school and stuff like that, watching you come up and do your thing. And now here you are, you're all grown up and stuff. Like, hey,
yeah,
how you
you're
doing?
Grown too, right?
I know, right?
Yeah, we both grown up. Yeah, I mean, I put out my first single at 13 and now at 25. It's kind of crazy. I've been doing this half my life.
Wow. I mean, that's crazy. Like, you had a career before like I even got out of high school. And I'm thinking like, what I'm going to make for lunch? And you're like, well...
I was wondering the same thing too, though. What am I gonna eat? Where can I get my next McDonald's? You know?
Oh, McDonald's, man, I'm loving it. All right, so before I start, speaking of which, all right, you're in Atlanta. You've been here multiple times. What's the first thing that you eat when you come to Atlanta?
Oh, I wish I could say it was Waffle House. I mean, I do love Waffle House. But let's see.
Girl after my own heart. You say Waffle House.
So good.
You might get a ring on it.
You know, I used to love this place called Dante's Down the Hatch. Do you know that place?
Dante's Down the Hatch.
It was actually a place that's kind of reminds me of Louisiana, which I know you're from there.
Right.
And it's kind of like a bayou recreation, and it's like pirate ships, and then it was fondue. It was right by the Lenox Mall. Apparently, it closed in like 2014.
Wait a minute.
That was my spot.
I'm trying to picture this. You said pirate ships and fondue.
Yeah.
Like
there was like fake gators in this.
Is that a date spot? Is that a cool date spot?
Could have been, yeah, for sure. I wasn't going on dates really a lot when I was 15, 16 when I was going there, but...
Wink.
Yeah. No, I really wasn't.
All right, cool. Well, all right, so you're older now. You've been in the game since you were like 12, 13. What is something, here's my question to you, what is something that now that you've experienced that you wish you could tell your 12-year-old or 13-year-old self? Be like, hey...
I mean, I wouldn't have listened to this advice when I was that age, but I would say try not to, don't worry about growing up so quickly. When I was 13 and I put out my first single, I wanted people to think I was 16. I wanted to lie about my age and say I was older because I was embarrassed to be young. So now I really just think that every age, every number that you accumulate or, however young or however old you are, I just think it's really cool to just live in that moment, embrace it for what it is. But when you're 13, you don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I was going to say, though, that is basically the conundrum of being young. Like when you're younger, you're looking at the older kids and you're thinking, I want to be, I want to do what the older kids are doing. I want to be like them. And then once you get grown and you get bills and you get all the life stresses, then you're like...
Yeah, you look back and you're like, it was kind of cool to be, responsibility free in a certain way. So
I miss naps. As a grown person, I miss naps.
I mean, naps are one of the greatest things
ever.
All
right, so we're going to get out of talking about naps for a second, and we're going to talk about your new music. You got some new music out. Tell me about your new single, and tell me how it come about. And I know you have a special person on that record with you. Tell me about how it all came out.
It's called No Apologies.
Okay.
And so you can find it on iTunes and Spotify and everything as F Apologies, and you can use your imagination as to what, fill in the blanks as to what I'm talking about.
That's why I let you say the title, because I didn't know which one to go with at first.
On radio,
we're
going with No Apologies. Yeah.
Right.
And it's featuring Wiz Khalifa, and he just kind of supports that statement in this whole new chapter that I'm walking into with just digging who I am and moving forward unapologetically so with that truth. And I'm a believer that sometimes you need to use abrasive language to jolt people and wake people up a little bit.
Attention.
So I'm never afraid to be direct and to say what's on my mind. So F Apologies, that's what it is.
Yeah, all right, and so, good. And so let's dive deeper into the song, because I feel like it's a good relationship type, but it's not the lovey-dovey type. When you say F Apologies, tell me what does it mean for that song? What does it mean to you? No Apologies. What is that?
To me, it's a broader statement. It's just an energy. It's arriving to that point where, you've tried to please everybody else, but now it's about, moving forward with who you are and your truth and what makes you comfortable and not making excuses or apologies for it. So, it could be in a romantic relationship or it could be in a professional relationship. So for me, it's about kind of leaving the things that I've been through in my past as far as having to sue my old record label and, kind of face some adversity in that and moving forward and just embracing who I am.
Saying, I am JoJo. Here I am. Accept me for who I am, and this is what it is.
Watch me roar. Rah.
Yeah, with the tiger.
I have a stuffed tiger on my lap right now, so that makes sense.
We have not donned him with a name yet, so maybe by the end of this talk session that we have going on, we will have given him a name.
Yeah, we're developing a connection.
He basically is the protector of the studio. So, he holds us down when we're out and about, or when people come in, he makes sure no shady business happens.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's pretty happy right now. This is the first time I've ever seen him smile, which I can understand. It makes sense. So tell me, how did Wiz Khalifa get on the track? How did that happen?
So we're label mates,
Okay.
and when I was thinking about who would make sense for this record as a feature, he was one of the first people that came to mind. I just love his whole thing. I've been a fan since his mixtapes, actually. So, he's such an individual, such a rock star, and it just made sense. So when he was on tour in Europe, I sent him the record. He loved it, and it's as simple as that. He, found time, went to the studio, and sent it back.
Very cool. You're going to be starting a tour.
I'm on tour right now.
You're on
yeah.
tour right now. And what's the next stop for you?
So we're in Atlanta right now, and then we'll be in Tampa.
Okay.
And then I don't know. I just get on the bus and I get there, and then I realize where I am when I get there.
When you walk up on stage and they have the name right in front of you.
I try to be much better than
that.
that.
Oh, good.
But,
come on.
No.
I know how that tour life could be.
It can be like that, but I like to make sure that I get to. That I know where I am, because that's the worst feeling when you don't know and then you walk out. And so anyway, I'm on tour with Fifth Harmony. We're having a great time. And we're a few weeks deep in it, so we're getting more into the groove.
Okay, so do you guys get much interaction, you and Fifth Harmony? Do you guys get to do things, or what's a behind the scenes story that you could tell me that you've experienced with the girls, that or something you learned about them as a group that you guys may have shared together? What's
been cool is a couple times we've done these arena workouts where we'll do like run up and down the steps, or we'll do sprints, or we'll do core stuff, and we all kind of give a different workout idea and do that together, and that's been really fun. The crew and a few of the girls have done that, and it's been really cool. I don't have that much time because I'm promoting a single,
right,
getting back into the swing of things, and also after a show I normally shut down and I kind of go on vocal rest. But before that, we definitely we're in catering, talking, making jokes, listening to music.
What's your I would imagine, so for people who don't know, most artists have writers, and they have things that they want. What is something that you have to have when you go on tour?
I have to have Manuka honey. Manuka honey is a type of honey from New Zealand, and it has really great antiseptic, antimicrobial properties, so it's very healing for the voice. So I like high-grade Manuka honey. This is might sound strange, it's like, so random, but it really is healing. Opera singers use it. And love it, and you just take a dollop of it or drink it with your tea throughout the day.
Huh. I'm going to have to see if I can have that.
Manuka, you can find it at Whole Foods.
Really?
Get like 16 plus or above, 16 to like 20 plus.
Oh, the different grade levels.
There are, and you want to go for the high grade. It's expensive,
real.
It's an investment, but
I know, right?
It's good.
Oh, okay. Whole Foods. I'm kind of a little disappointed. I wish I had to go to New Zealand to get it, but
No.
Whole Foods is like literally on Ponce, so I guess I'll swing around 5 minutes.
Wouldn't that be terrible? I put something on my rider that you have to order or go to New Zealand.
They'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah, this girl
I don't have
is
time to
off
fly
her
to New
rocker.
Zealand. Who's going to get this?
Yeah, just make it impossible for people.
Oh my goodness. All right, so from 13 on, I'm sure you've gone through adolescence, possibly relationships. We're going to say yes or no, maybe.
Of course, yeah.
What about now? Are you in a relationship? Yes,
Oh, God, no, I'm too busy. I can only be responsible for my own emotions, yeah.
Emotions are a lot to deal with.
I know. And men are just so damn emotional. So, yeah.
How dare you?
I mean, it's true.
I'm pretty emotional. That's cool. I understand it. I go to Drake mode sometimes, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So I know you've been asked this question before, but I mean, I feel, who are some artists that you still have on maybe a bucket list that you have not done music with, that you were like, yeah, I would like to do music with?
Oh, God. I mean, I would love to work with Frank Ocean. I've felt that way since his first mixtape, Nostalgia Ultra. I'm such a huge fan.
He's got a new visual album out as well.
Yeah, and have you heard his whole album, Blonde?
I haven't heard the whole album, but funny story, I'm sitting here folding clothes in my living room, and I'm watching it on my screen, and I didn't realize that it was a continuous video at first. Mm-hmm. So like the song keeps going, and it kind of changes the rhythm. I'm like, wow, how long is this song? I've gone through like three loads of clothes, and I'm like, oh, and he's like in a wood shop
Yes.
making things. And I'm like,
So I thought that was interesting. So first he released the visual album, Endless, and then the next day he dropped the full album, which is like 16 tracks, Blonde. And Beyonce's on there, and Andre 3000 and Trina, and I think it's ill. I love it. So it's exciting. I love these non-traditional, ways that we're consuming and releasing music.
all right, I like that. All right, so we're gonna be wrapping up, but right before my last question, I have to ask you: 10 years from now, what do you see for yourself?
Oh, that's such a crazy question.
I know, right?
10 years from now.
Give me the out there. Give me what
10
are you
years from
thinking?
now, I want what Beyonce has, I feel she has it all. She has a beautiful family, a supportive partner. She's really making statements in her music and moving the conversation forward, taking chances, working with, new up-and-coming amazing creatives as well as, established legends in the game. And she just has such an amazing thing that she's developed for herself. She started from such a young age as well. So, yeah, that's what I want.